Hello, everyone from Akasa Living. Change is inevitable because in the beginning there was energy, neither bad nor good, just energy. But it kept expanding, and look how far we've come. The part that became consciously aware and within the frequency of unconditional love decided to slow its molecules down and express itself in human beingness. So here we are. But as we know, as it slows itself down, well, it gets denser. And we, the densest part of this continuum, this light being that we are, we don't necessarily know what our source energy does, but it's consciously aware. We are not as consciously aware. We have a lower level of conscious awareness. So this continuum, this light being that we are constantly evolving, changing as we become more and more consciously aware, as we learn to open ourselves up to transcend the different densities, the different aspects of self, so that we can get this pure source energy, so we can get this message, so we can get this full translation of as above to below, so we can have the as above, so below experience. So we're constantly changing in that way. And then all the experiences we have as we ride this density out and as these aspects of ourselves get us into another fine mess, well, consciousness is being expanded that way. So our source energy is, well, didn't know about that. Learned that. So our source energy is becoming more and more consciously aware, is learning, is expanding in conscious awareness. So the message it's sending us changes as well. So change is inevitable. What we came here to do, by design, what we decided as above that we're going to do below, it does change. For us to have this stuck notion about every outcome in our lives, that have expectations that are in stone, it's going to be this way. I learned this, I've realized that, I came to the awareness of this, and by golly, that's the way it is. That's irrational. That's illusion and delusion. Because we're becoming consciously aware of new things all the time. And so the energy being transmitted to us from above, the conscious awareness for below, is constantly expanding. We are constantly learning. Just like we are here. Just like you start off in school in kindergarten. I learned my ABCs. By golly, I know everything now. No, you don't. You know your ABCs. And you're going to put those together? And wow, I've got words. I know everything now. No, you don't. You know some words. Okay, I'm in 5th grade. I've got a 5th grade vocabulary. Actually, I'm in 5th grade with an 8th grade vocabulary. By golly, I know everything now. No, you don't. We keep building upon this. It keeps expanding. Our conscious awareness keeps expanding. We are not static. We are dynamic. So this thought that we get that, okay, I know how this is. This is how this is. No. I don't think I know for sure how anything is, to be honest. Because all I know is at this moment, this is what I'm consciously aware of. And then the next moment, the source energy that is me, or someone else's source energy, which we're all attached, connected through our chakra system, someone else's source energy, somewhere in the cosmos, is going to experience something, And it all may change. And they need to be open to that possibility. So I cannot be attached to an outcome. I cannot be attached to this notion that I know. And yet at the same time, I have to be confident. We have to accept each other at the level of conscious awareness that we all are. If someone else is at a different level of conscious awareness, okay, that's where they're at. Because the energy we want to put out is, I want to be accepted at the level of conscious awareness that I'm at. I don't want to be judged for it. I don't want to be ridiculed for it. I don't want someone telling me that I'm not good enough or that I'm thinking too small or any of those things. So we want to put out that we accept the level of conscious awareness that someone's at. It doesn't mean that if it doesn't resonate with us, that we have to stay in their energetic field. Light and love to you, mutual respect to you, but we don't belong in one another's energetic field. That's how we handle that. We allow everyone to be in whatever level of conscious awareness they're in. Now, certainly, if someone is in dense energies to the point that they are harmful to themselves or others, society as a whole has to deal with that. But that's a whole other subject. I'm talking if someone happens to believe that they want to work this kind of work, and someone else believes that, I wouldn't work that job for anything. As a matter of fact, that kind of work is crazy work. Okay, you have a different conscious awareness than they do. You think differently than they do. Don't put them down for how they think. They have a right to think that. They have a right to love that work. They have a right to be that way. That's their level of conscious awareness. That's who they are. You go do your thing, let them do their thing with mutual respect. You're not attracting them in, they're not attracting you in. So don't hold on to each other like this because you're brother and sister, or father and daughter. Mutual respect for one another, but go on your separate ways. Light and love. And then in the areas that you do cross paths, treat each other with mutual respect. You can do that. You do that. And be open to listen to what they have to say. Because what they have to say at their level of conscious awareness, even though it's different than what you think, feel, and believe, it doesn't mean that there's not something in it somewhere that won't resonate with you, and that your source energy might not say, hold on a second, my chakra system picked that up, the crown chakra got a hit on that, and there's something there for us. There's something there for us. It's not exactly the way they're but there's something there for us, which is why they've circled back around and they've said that today. You see, there's no coincidences. The word coincidence is coincide. Everything coincides. So if you two are always speaking apples and oranges, and you're at a family function, and the daughter says something that you're like, hold on a second. You two are talking apples and apples for a change. Or maybe apples and applesauce. It's not a coincidence. It coincides. There's a reason for that. Because consciousness is always expanding. And what you knew yesterday, it's different today. Each of us is constantly evolving. No matter how we may be holding on to dear life, to our most precious beliefs, we don't get to. And so often, that is what has us stuck. As we are so determined that we're not supposed to change. This is how our family does it. This is what I was told. This is what I believe. This is what I've told everybody. Some people are like, doesn't it ever embarrass you that you say you're going to do this and then the next thing we know you're off doing that? No. Because my level of conscious awareness was, and I was guided to do that, but this has changed. And yes, sometimes that can be that we've not stuck to what we're supposed to. I understand that. But things do change. And I'm open to change. I'm also open to say, I was aware of this, and now I've been given more information about it. And with that new information, I now know that the conclusion I came to was flawed, or partially flawed, or now I have this to add to it. I have no problem with doing that. I have no problem with saying I was consciously aware of this, and now that has expanded to this. I have no problem with that, because I understand that is what we're here to do, is to expand upon who and what we are. Many of us right now, all of us in fact, but many of us are truly in the depths of this process, are being called to look at ourselves and decide, am I still in the right path? Am I still seeing things clearly? What's changed for me? We've been in this Mercury retrograde. I think it goes through the 14th, I believe, and the energies go afterwards. And it seems like someone said to me the other day, aren't we always in a Mercury retrograde? It does seem that way. But retrogrades are not a bad thing. Retrogrades are just a time to look back at something that you've already done and learn from it and see, how could I have done it differently? Or what have I done before that was great that I need to do again, or that I need to duplicate, only maybe duplicate a little differently? Retrogrades don't have to be a bad thing. People see retrogrades as, oh my God, everything's gonna mess up. It doesn't have to be everything messes up. Retrogrades can be, this is an opportunity to get things better than they were before, or to remember how I did something and to take that and do something even better with it. Retrogrades can be a good thing. Revisiting things is a good thing. Revisiting things is a good thing. All right? So we're all being called to, at this time, and at all times truly, to look at ourselves and examine the energetic bandwidth that is our lives and say, what am I holding on to that serves me now? That is true for me. What is legitimate and authentic to my sovereignty of self? What is reality and my best and highest good timeline in this lifetime? And what is illusion and delusion? What did I know yesterday that is still true today? And what needs tweaked a little bit? What do I need to be willing to let go of? What expectation am I holding on to that I should have never had to begin with? What outcome am I determined this is how it is and it's not? Or I shouldn't have an outcome that I'm holding on to so tightly at all, because I'm limiting the energetic bandwidth that I'm putting out for something. See, when we set, I know how we're taught to manifest. We're taught to manifest with, tell the universe specifically what you want. Well, one, the universe is us, okay? It's our source energy, and we all come from the same source energy. So we're all the universe. So when we put out the energy from us to one another, this is what I want, that's what we get back. So when we limit that energy that we're putting out, we're limiting what we can get back. So the reason we want to get specific is, one, because when we get specific and we think about, this is what I want, that tends to build us up and we get excited. So we're putting out more magnetic energy for it. When we're excited, it's like, I really want it. And so the energy we're putting out is, she really wants it. She wants it now. And so we're magnetized for it. But it also helps us because when we put out the energy for something, there are lots of things out there that really closely match that frequency. So they start coming in. We want to have thought it through, so we recognize and we don't settle for something that lights up some of our chakras, but they didn't all go off. Because as we know, our sacral chakra, especially the sexual energy, will go off. And that may not be the right energy to have gone off. It may be, woo, that's hot and sexy. That's a hot looking car. That's a hot job to have. That's a hot person. That's a hot, and that's a wrong chakra. We don't want just that it's hot. We want that it's going to light us up, all of our chakras. So we want to have thought it through. So when the things start coming in, it's like, oh yeah, that's great, but that's it. So that's why we want to be specific when we tell the universe what we want. But what we really want to put out is as broad a specific energetic signal or frequency as possible, so we don't limit what can come into us, because we don't know what's there. So you don't want to get so specific that you're like, it's got to be that job over there. When you do that, that's the only frequency you put out, is that job over there, that job over there, that job over there. But what about those 40 other jobs that are so similar, 20 of which would be really, really close for you, considering you don't have one, and 10 of which would be great for you, and 3 of which would light up almost every chakra you've got. But you can't have any of that coming in because the frequency you put out was that job over there. You see the problem with that? So we can't narrow down the energy that we put out that specifically. That's when we're limiting the universe, we're limiting ourselves and everyone else that's going to send energy back at us, because we put out too limited of a frequency. So what we limit, the reason we come up with specific energies that we put out, specific requests, if you will, again, is so we're highly magnetized, so we're highly excited. So we're like, I know what I want. But I call it, it's a job that's like this, and it looks like that, and it's da-da-da-da-da. So we get really excited about it. And also, so we've really thought it through, so that when 100 come at us, we recognize that 3 or 10, the top ones, so we get the best for us. But we don't want to do it so that we only are picking one. Same with people. That's my twin flame. It's the only one that's my twin. Yeah, I know. But you've been after that person now for 10 years, and they are running. And there's no sign that they're going to change that. And you're alone. And you're miserable, and you don't want to be alone. So stop limiting the energy you're putting out and saying, I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone. But the only person I'll take is my twin. But I don't want to be alone. I'm miserable. Why is the universe making me so miserable? Why can't I have my twin? Because your twin is sovereign of self. And your twin is not coming into resonant energy with you. And that's their choice. It's their choice. And their why? I don't know. Because their level of conscious awareness is different. Because their life experience is different. Because everything about them is different than what you're going through. And there's not a darn thing you can do about it. Nor do you want to. Because if you put out the energy, I want to make them do it. I want to. That's 3D thinking. And then what you're putting out is, and it's okay if somebody does this to me. No, it's not. What would you want? That's not a relationship. That's what we're coming out of. You want to let them be them. You want to be who you are. And you want them to come because you're resonant. And you want to flow together. And if that doesn't happen, you don't want that person. So you want to put out the frequency. I'm open to my twin if they come into frequency. But if they don't, this is me. Who's out there that matches? You know what, Emily? Oh, this is me. Yeah, I like this. Well, I like that. I really like this. Yep, that's my frequency. All right, hold on, that's my frequency. And put those things out. See how specific you can get, but you're not limited to that person. Oh, and they'll say, oh, yeah, I really like that. And yeah, see, I'm not saying it out loud, am I? But you're putting that out there. And then as people start coming in, you'll be like, oh, yeah, I liked that. Oh, hold on. Where's that other stuff I like? They don't have that. And that other stuff, I don't like that. I know that for sure, because there was 14 other people that had those traits and didn't like those at all. And so don't be with those people. Don't settle, because you're going to be unhappy again. And you've already been unhappy before. All right? So hold your frequency. You can let them keep coming in. And the twin may come in. And they may not. But someone will. A very high vibrational soulmate that's going to match you very well. And better than the twin's going to, because the twin's not resonating energy at all. The twin's been running for 10 years. So does want my twin? Well, everybody does, but you don't want them if they're running, because they're not resonant with you anyway. Who wants somebody who doesn't want them, twin flame or not? You don't want that person. Just be you. Put out the energy that this is me. Know you. Go within. Get to know who you are. That's another reason we get specific. When we get specific, guess what? We start finding out who we are. And that becoming sovereign of self becomes a whole lot easier. Okay? So don't get attached to an outcome. Put out the energy that is authentically you and be open to change. And don't decide that once you've done that, it's a one and done. Okay? I did that. I know. Got done. No, you don't. You got it done for this moment in time. Now, does that mean that relationships tomorrow you're going to be in another relationship? No, not necessarily. Relationships do come and go, and this is true. But most likely, if you were that resonant in a relationship, your relationships can very well last lifetimes. You notice I said lifetimes. They can go on beyond forever. I'll wait for you. It's a line in the sun, I say. But so relationships can end, but they can also go on, especially very resonant relationships. But I'm talking about things like beliefs we hold. Like, that's the right thing to do. It was right for you based on what your level of conscious awareness was at that moment in time. And now you're like, oh, now I've got a different level of conscious awareness, and I don't really think that's so right anymore. Okay, great. So you're allowing yourself to see and think differently. That's wonderful. Don't beat yourself up over when your level of conscious awareness was different. It was just different. Let it go. Forgive yourself when you thought differently. It's okay. We've all been there and done that. When we were in kindergarten, we thought a whole lot differently than we do now. Let it go. All your energy back to yourself. Say, yeah, okay, I know better now. I think differently now. Pull it into the frequency you are now. And go forward on your timeline with this new level of conscious awareness, with this new way of seeing things. And don't be at all ashamed that you're doing that. As a matter of fact, be damn proud you're doing it. That means you're open to growth and change. And that's what we're all here for. So I've talked a lot about that. And what I really want to do is get into the meditation for it, because that's what this is really all about. We're all being called at all times to do this. But a lot of people right now that I know are struggling with this process, because they're like, but I've always believed this, or I've done a lot of it already. Is this not over yet? Are we there yet? We're never there. We're never there. As long as we're living. And even beyond, because we're energy. And just because we transition from this frequency, from this tactileness, we just come back up into the continuum. We just change frequencies. We're never through changing. We're never through becoming more and more consciously aware. We just stop having this energetic bandwidth that we call human beingness, a human lifetime, to express the energy tactile in. we're never through with this process. This is what being conscious energy is. This is what we're always doing. This is what we are. So embrace it. It's like if a flower said, "Are we through blooming yet?" Well, if you are, your petals are going to fall off and you're going to die. No, we're never through with this, nor do we want to be. This is who we are and what we do. This is the magic. Once we embrace that we are energy and understand what life really is, this is what makes it magical to us. This is why we understand it never ends. It may change. Where we're at on the continuum may change. But it truly is magic. In our understanding, our conscious awareness of things, it's what we would call magic. It's really science. We're energy. We keep going and going. Or the Energizer Bunny, whichever level of conscious awareness you choose to use right now. I like humor, so I'm going to go with that one. But you all know that I really know it's not that. We're energy. And we change along this continuum that is us. And right now we have the chance to be expressed in physicality. So let's embrace that and express the highest frequency of us possible. So let's open up to that. And let's see, what are we supposed to be doing right now? What is our highest frequency right now? And how do we stay open to that? And make sure that we're staying open to it. And we keep going with that flow. Gives a whole new meaning to that going with the flow phrase, doesn't it? Go with the flow of the highest frequency coming through your energy column, your chakra system, from your as above to your so below state. Let's go with the flow. So that's what our meditation is going to be, is we're going to get our chakra system in a state so we can go with the flow at all times with our highest and best good and be open to it and not resistant to it, not with our heels dug in. No, that can't possibly be it because that's not what I was taught. It's not what my family believes. It's not what I believed yesterday. It's not what I told people I believe, so I can't change it. Guess what? What people told you, they don't believe that anymore. They've changed. It's okay. You can change. We all are. Everybody is, whether they admit it or not. They may be holding on for dear life to something, but it's changing too. So we're going to go with the flow of our highest and best good energy, which, guess what? Our source, as it expands with conscious awareness, it's changing too. Everything is always expanding in conscious awareness. So, but expansiveness. Pyramids. The reason I use pyramids, it's not some mumbo jumbo, it's not some magic, it's not a spell, it's none of those things. Pyramids are simply a geometric shape that when we're inside this geometric shape, it enhances the energy. So it makes the energy more effective. All right. So that's why I say place yourself inside a pyramid. That's why I do that. Pink, transcendent love. Pink energy. All right. This is rose quartz. Pink, transcendent love is such a powerful frequency. So I use rose quartz quite a bit, and it's heart-shaped, as you can see. It's not the energy of the heart. Pink transcendent, it can be the energy of the heart, but actually I use it to surround us in it, all right? Amethyst, the purple, the violet, as in violet flame, which transmutes everything. Transmute just means it changes. We want to take all energy, because energy is neither bad nor good, it's just energy, but we want to transmute it or change it to the frequency, the highest frequency that we are able to be in, which is what our source energy is sending down to us. We want to change it to our source energy. We always want to be reaching for source energy. So we don't want it down here or down here or down here. We always want to be going for source energy. So the violet is so amethyst. I keep amethyst. I have tanzanite too. I've worn tanzanite for years too. But when I was a little girl, amethyst was my favorite. Pink tourmaline. Tourmaline is for transmuting energies and transmitting as well. It does both. It transmutes and transmits. This is pink. Wow. This and this and black tourmaline, which does both transmutes and transmits. So this is kind of like this is like jacked up tourmaline. So I love having this. And then just selenite, which just like clears energy and just makes it more connectable to energy. It's just like it's like an amplifier, if you will. So those are the ones that I was instructed to like put around me. So those are what I have around me right now. I almost always have the amethyst around. Yeah, I keep these. Well, they're usually sitting right there anyway, so they're always nearby. So those are the ones I have nearby. If you went to light a candle, remember lighting candles, it's not just for the ambiance folks or some hocus pocus either. Molecules move faster when they're warm. As they heat up, they move faster. When things are moving faster, what's that mean? They're higher frequency, higher vibration. So it helps us be in a higher frequency, which of course is the whole point of this. So if you want to light a candle, do it while your eyes are still open, okay? I've got that down finally. I don't wait till I'm way in the meditation saying, if you'd like to light a candle, I don't close your eyes first. It only took me a couple of years to get there. But I'm open to change. So if you all are ready, we are going to get our chakra system ready so we can go with the flow so that our best and highest good from above will come below, no matter what the change above may be, no matter how consciousness above may have expanded. We are ready for it below and we are open to it. So if you would, you may sit or stand or lie, whichever you'd like. You can take this on a walk with you if you would like. Please don't drive and do it or operate machinery or something like that. You may get sleepy. But if you're moving, that is fantastic. Movement is always good too. Moving meditations, I love this one. I'm going to do that a lot. So all those things work. You can sleep and listen to this as well if you would like. That works as well too. And thank you to my friend Carlos for the music that's playing in the background and the frequency of unconditional love. Thank you so very much, Carlos. I appreciate the help in getting us to the frequency we need to be. So if you would, let's place ourselves in our first pyramid. And let's ask that it be filled with pink light, just transcendent love. And let's bring in the violet light, which transmutes everything in terms of all, is in the highest vibrational frequency, positive, unconditional love. And let's bring in blue light, which is unconditional love. And let's bring in light, which has all the colors of the color spectrum. So all the colors, all the healing lights are there. Let's bring in all those lights now. Let's breathe them in. Let's just absorb them. Let's let them get into our aura. Let's let all the energies that are within us just be absorbed into these high vibrational frequencies that we're taking in as we're inside this pyramid. And let's let every part of our beingness just come up to frequency. If we picked up any densities during the day, if we have any densities within us, they're just being transmuted now, being absorbed. There's no energy that is bad. It's just perhaps denser. So it's coming up to frequency now. So just breathe in. White light, blue light, violet flame, pink transcendent love, and everything that is within us. Circle your neck around if we need to. Loosen things up. If we need to. Shoulders. Breathe it in. Up on the high heart chakra if you need to. Circle around it if you need to. Pop those collarbones. Those scapula chakras in the back to open up, even so the wings come out for those who personify energy with angelic personification. The angel wings that come out there, I feel that. Yeah, feels good, doesn't it? All right, here we go. Feel the frequency going up, up. All right, now let's put ourselves in another pyramid. Now let's do it all again. Let's bring in the light, blue light, violet light, and the pink transcendent love, and everything that is within us. Let's just let it all be absorbed. It has no choice. It can't stay low or dense. It can't hide. The lights are permeating all of our beingness, coming into our chakra system, all of our cells, all of our capillaries, all of our corpuscles, coming into our aura, means every part of us, every part. We're going up in frequency. It feels so good. You feel the chakra system perhaps starting to widen. And sometimes it helps just to take your hand and just widen the chakra system. Some people can feel this when they do it. Widen that chakra system. Sometimes it'll be resistant and want to close, and you say, "Oh, stay open." I have energies that I want to come up and out and see the lights. See? Yes. Let me say yes. Clear that stuff out. There we go. There we go. There we go. Don't be shy. There we go. Bring everything up to the vibration of your pure source energy. Highest vibrational frequencies of unconditional love. While you're at it, just tell source, let's just bring the whole world up to that. All the cosmos for that matter. Just put it out there for everyone. Everyone willing. And now another pyramid, please, and let's do the same. White light, blue light, violet flame, and pink transcendent love. Let's breathe it all in, and anything within us that is dense, that is holding back, let's push down away. And nope, open up my chakra system. As I call all of myself back to myself across all time, space, universes, lifetimes, dimensions, and incarnations, I go the lights, past, present, and future. And all those energies coming back, I say, no, come on back and come on up to the highest vibrational frequency possible. Come up to the level of conscious awareness we are now. I can feel the energy coming into my past life chakra, which could be yesterday, 5 minutes ago, lifetimes ago. Whatever your belief system is, it's fine. All belief systems are welcome here. Let's use the silver light there to bring that energy forward, to purify it and bring it forward. There we go. There we go. Literally felt it move much. You all probably saw it. There we go. Oh yeah, that feels good. Yeah, right here. Let's move that. There we go. Oh yeah. Right. And now, as we pure source energy opens up our chakra system, let's remove all energetic entanglements of any kind, whether they be thought, word, deeds, actions, something we've written, something we've said, something somebody's energetically entangled us in, or we've energetically entangled ourselves in, or we have others energetically entangled in. Whatever they may be, whether we know it, whether we don't know it, whether we did it on purpose, whether we didn't mean to do it, whether they did it on purpose or didn't mean to do it, whatever it may be. Energetic entanglements, courting, anything of that nature, simply not needed. We don't hold on to one another. We want to be in flow state. So release all of those energetic entanglements. And pure source energy can do all of that. It can see all of them, and it can weave itself through all time, space, universes, lifetimes, dimensions, and incarnations. You may have to keep that energy column open to do it. Free all of your energy. No one gets to hold anyone hostage energetically. It's just not allowed. There comes the bright golden white light. Allow yourself to bask in it. Put your hands in receiving position and just allow this light to come in now. This is pure source energy. Pure source energy. There we go. Nothing can prevent that. Keep the bright light coming. Keep the bright, white, healing light coming. Pure source energy. As we bring the golden light now down through the stellar gateway, yellow light through the soul star, white light for purity through the causal chakra, indigo to clean and enhance and activate the third eye. I'm going to spend some time there making sure that that is open and cleansed, that all of these are calibrated for your best and highest good, attuned to you. Open, open, open. Archangel Raphael's presence. See green light. And it's moving on out. We want all the lights present. White light, blue light, violet flame. We want pure source energy. We don't want to settle for anything but pure source energy. Bring in the white light. Pure source energy. Pure source energy. There we go. Pure source energy. Awesome. So many of you having burdens like the 10 of Wands on you. I feel that. There we go. There we go. Pure source energy. Now silver light at the past life chakra. Blue light for the throat chakra. Cobalt blue. Our communication system, communication center this week. Now the high heart chakra, aquamarine, the heart chakra, green in the front for health, wealth, abundance, and prosperity, green in the back, unconditional love for all those things we did not see coming. Heal us. Major healing going on right now. I feel it. Go with it like the white light, blue light, violet flame. Let all the lights come in. Bright white light coming in again. Breathe it in and let it out. In the solar plexus, yellow light, strength. For gut. The peach light for the navel chakra. Creativity, yellow for the sacral. More mature manifesting, and also our sexual energies are here, which are also manifesting. The expansion of consciousness is what manifesting is. We're constantly expanding consciousness. Procreation is a type of manifest, this type of expanding consciousness. Now red light for root chakra, the more primitive energies which are necessary for strength, for wellness, for survival. And then the brown gray for the earth star chakra with the chiron healing center. And now we're going to ask for peace and stillness. As our two natures of energy are balanced and all of our chakras are attuned, cleansed, balanced, rotated, centered. We're going to be asked to be placed in one final pyramid filled with pink transcendent love and green light for health, wealth, abundance, and prosperity. I want you to see yourself the first day you went to school. All the things you didn't know. They may have even been a little frightening. But it wasn't long after you got there that teacher smiled and got to know some of the students, all your age, all very much like you. You became friendly, and you felt comfortable there. And every day you went home with papers or something to show your parents where you had changed a bit. You learned something new. It is exciting. And you were just flowing with it, or giving it any thought. You were just going to school, meeting new people, having new experiences, making new friends, and learning something. You were becoming you. No longer that little baby or little toddler that you were. You were becoming you. You were becoming you. And you still are. That process never stops. It goes on and on and on. Always. The energy that is you is forever expanding, forever meeting new energies, finding out new things. And when you're here, your energy column, your chakra system that we just worked so hard on to clean up and clear and move energies off of and get unstuck. The energy column, it's meant for all you know and all that you are and all the best and highest good to come pouring down through, to come flowing down through into the you that you're here as. Just like when you were in kindergarten, dressed up in your little school clothes, but now you're dressed in whatever you choose to be, that you're sovereign over yourself. You choose the you that's your highest self. And this flowing down through this continuum of energy that is you, through this energy column, through this light body that is you. So you can have as above everything that you're discovering as energy. We know this. We can see this. We can do this. We can experience this. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. You, human you. You're ready for it. I'm ready. I'm here. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to be stagnant. I'm not here to be what I was yesterday, or what someone else told me to be, or what I told somebody I would be, or what somebody else expects me to be, or what my mind forged medicals have limited me to be. I'm not here for any of that. I'm here for the flow of energy that is me, that excitement that is me, that lights me up. I'm here for that. This is my shot for that. I am embodied for that. And by golly, I'm going to do it. Let's do it. And when we do it, when we're in that energy, when we're in that frequency, then we're putting out that energy. We're in the spot that we're supposed to be at. Our best and highest good is going out. And then other people around us feel it. And they can respond to it. And they can come in. And we're in resonance with them. So we can be to them what they need, so they can be to us what we need. And the frequencies all around us go up. We can flow together. When I'm in flow with myself, I can be in flow with others. And I can be with like energies, and those who aren't like us, it's okay. We don't have to be. They can be with those that they're like. And if they become like us, great, come on over to our playground. And if they don't, okay, stay on your playground. We see you over there having fun. As long as we all respect one another, as long as everyone who resonates with one another is playing together, nobody needs to come out and be policing the school ground, because like energies are with one another. And nobody wants to harm themselves. They're not putting out the energy, come hurt me, I want to be hurt, I want to be hurt. And if you're not putting that out, you're not attracting any. So we're putting out, I want to be in flow with my best and highest good. What is it? I woke up this morning, I had this hit that, oh, they're in the highest frequency. Something great has happened. The chakra system got another hit. What is it? What happened over in another part of the cosmos that you found out about? Or what happened in another part of the world? Or what happened next door? Or what happened right here that I missed yesterday but you caught? And so our world is going to change. It's going to be bigger and better than we ever imagined. We have to get out of our own way though and let it flow. I'm here. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm here. I'm here. Let's go with the flow. That is the best and highest me. Let's do it. I want to be as above, so below. Every moment that I have a chance. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to open my heart space, my entire chakra system. I'm going to feel into it. And if I feel anything getting in the way, I'm going to say no. I'm going to turn you into love again. I'm going to absorb you. Shh. You're missing. Be in flow. So we can all be in flow. Connected above and below in a positive energy loop. Let the bright white light flow. Your best and highest good. You're as above, so below. Your reality, not illusion or delusion, flowing through you. Believe. Embrace. Don't limit it. Know that you know. Live every moment free in the flow that is you, attracting into you others that are resonant with the flow that is you, and that you resonate with their flow. Sit in this frequency as long as you need. Listen to this as long as you need. Through your energies this way as long as you need. Heal your energies this way as long as you need. Move energies this way as often as you need. Be in flow. As only you can be. Be the one and only you. So all of us can each be our one and only selves. And we can all have our as above, so below, as each of us lives completely free and in flow.